Hello everyone, my name is Gary from CNM Cyber and we are in our next tech board meeting. Today is August the 3rd and we have myself and we have Natalia. And we'll do like as quick as possible and I will share my screen. Oh, this meeting as any other is recorded and recording will be available on our channel or channels when they exist. Right now I'm sharing my screen. So we don't have any new topics, no new businesses, but within the all like topics we will have like all the new. So we'll talk a little bit about Proxmox server, Proxmox cluster. We will get back on their VM and Natalia is recording this event. So this event right now is recorded twice. I'm recording on my side and Natalia is recording on the virtual machine. And we will touch wiki and talk about coordinators and that's it. So let's get started with the Proxmox cluster. Um, as far as I understand, and Natalia, we had a discussion with Natalia yesterday. Mohammed is working on the cluster and he's putting PF Sense, so he's changing the model. I don't have any estimate when he will end because we didn't ask him and he didn't suggest. So we will kind of work more on the monitoring. We will work on more. Right now, all the cluster in instances are there, but we are still working on the architecture. Uh, Natalia is monitoring what he's doing, right, Natalia?
Right.
So, and
It's
I, in the meantime, I work on the documentation. So I work on. Ooh, you have this disconnected. Yeah, as I said, kind of this connection may switch. I will probably let's go with another one. I'm not sure whether I will disconnect again, but um, it was usually it's more stable. I don't know what happened. Hmm. Natalia, do you hear me well? No, no. It's generally bad. So I get back to kind of to maybe try one more. Okay, let's try the third one. Do you hear me well? Do you see me? Do you hear me, Natalia?
but connect,
Okay, it shows like moderate connection to poor. I don't know what happened today.
but connection. I'm I'm not. I don't see you well.
It's me and I don't see you. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, this one works. Okay, I got to the first one. I got to the first one. Hopefully it's better. I don't know. It shows like a good connection. but I still don't see the Natalia.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear? You don't see?
Oh, okay. See.
Okay. At least like I see you now. We can continue.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so and I will share again because most likely it's disconnected. So while disconnected, it kind of usually it goes away. So I'm working on this description, and right now I try to describe like end user applications. I finish like virtual environments, high availability, DNS architecture, with their DNS zone. It needs to be updated because we used to have IP version 4 addresses for, let's say, applications, and now we're switching to like A records. But mostly, and many changes will be for monitoring and firewalls, maybe, because we are putting like pfSense, and backup and recovery is is completely old and even haven't been translated to English yet, and accesses. So I put something on the infrastructure, only like backup server I didn't describe. So basically, I'm preparing right now the documentation. So when Mohammed will finish, we will put it kind of actual information here, and then we will decide. We will think that our sprint with this farm is over. So again, well, I'm waiting for Mohammed, and I will communicate to him to kind of to update the documentation. Why it is important? Why it's needed? Because the last time we did this farm, but because it was no documentation, we started experimenting, and then everything collapsed. And when everything collapsed, we didn't have a description, so Muhammad needed to restart from the place where he felt we stopped, but it was not the actual space. And then we needed to adjust, and we needed to adjust again. To avoid that, this time we will do everything on documentation. So what is we expect right now with the Proxmox? We expect that Muhammad will end, and then we will check, and then maybe like work on the documentation, and then we will invite Nenad and Joseph to check it, or maybe someone else. So this is our like old plan, right, Natalia?
Right.
Okay, let's go with the Proxmox for VM. Basically, we didn't do anything, right? Right now, I didn't have a discussion with Kevin. Rita disappeared. We didn't do anything on this project, right? So should we kind of postpone this project generally until we have or oh
On
you
Proxmox?
yeah, on Proxmox. The only like this Proxmox for virtual machines, it's kind of outside the cluster. Let's call it like a non-cluster Proxmox, right?
Right.
Non-cluster cluster Proxmox. Yeah. VM project, we will put it here. The only like we discussed yesterday and before yesterday, we discussed that we will create kind of virtual machines for our MediaWiki contractors, possible contractors, right? So
Right, three virtual machines.
are they ready
Uh, then process,
in the process? Okay.
yes.
So do you have any estimate when they will be ready, so I can send them to to the guys. But we train them to wait, so it's no urgency, right?
Mm-hmm. About today's.
Yeah, that will be nice. So we are moving like to the wiki project. So we created this page where we described the issue, what we have. We described our first sprint, which I call like first attempt to resolve. And we have here before warden, after warden, and the reason why we postponed it, right? So we have right now three. I reached out to all candidates who submitted their kind of applications, or applicants who submitted their applications, and after different cuts, we have three people who are saying, "Oh, give us credentials. We will check and say whether we can do it." So Natalia, today, maybe tomorrow, she said today. Anyway, kind of soon we'll create like three virtual machines. On each virtual machine, we will have on each virtual machine we will have MediaWiki and an LDAP, and we will ask people to connect them. It looks like my connection is not stable again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hopefully you heard me, because I see like the connection is good, but at the same time there is no picture available, so it's kind of
On my side, available picture, but I turn off.
yeah. Can I put like maybe performance settings, um, highest quality, maybe kind of something like that. Maybe it will be helpful. I don't know. Anyway, so this is pretty much it for the wiki. I'm waiting for Natalia, and I will reach out to those guys. We will give them credentials, and we will hear what they say. If some of them will say if like let's say more than one will say I can do it or I have done it, so then we will choose the most affordable. If one, we will go with one. If none, we will just move to WSO to identity server. Um, with coordinators, I had a discussion with Kevin yesterday. Kevin Kevin is kind of available right now. We worked. We had an office hour yesterday, and we talked about scripting. So, like, my point is that all office hours should be scripted as they emerge on our channel, and the script later will be moved to the requirements. But for now, we are preparing for like a new wave of recruiters, but we haven't done anything. That's it, probably. Do you have any additions, Natalia? Questions, or we put everything on the record?
No, I have no question from me.
Okay, so it sounds like we're done for now. Of course, the project is not moving as fast as we wanted to move, because most likely, again, with no coordinators. But to find new coordinators, we need to get more prepared. That is what we are doing. Anyway, so if we have no questions, so then I have disconnected. So then let's start here. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.